If you're watching in replay, I'm trying to get to my chat. Sorry, I'm hungry. I'm almost there. Hey,
Hey, hey.
what's up?
Uh-oh.
Hey, candy cupcakes. You're sideways.
I am? Oh.
Oh, now you're not. I can't hear you. Are you muted? Hey, William Young, what's up? Mm-mm. Oh no, it must be your headset. Oh, okay, now I can hear you.
Yeah,
Is that the short in it or something?
I guess so. They work for listening, and I don't know, on the other fucking device I used last night at work, but whatever.
Sorry, I'm eating. I'm starving.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab another shitty headset, see if that works.
Oh, candy cupcakes. My kids finally told me what I think it's called mukbang, like your chicken challenge. They finally told me what it was. I was shocked. Love you too, candy cupcakes. The cord caddy, yeah. That's what he needs, like an armchair and like a compartment with all his headsets. Sorry, I'm on this eating plan where I got to get like 9 cups of vegetables in. That's hard.
Yeah.
It's supposed to rewrite your DNA or something though.
Shit.
Oh no, I lost you again. Oh, okay, I can hear you now.
Well, of course, because I unplugged it.
It sounds like your earbuds are going to shit.
I think it's actually, it must be the phone, because I don't have trouble with the headsets on other devices.
Mm.
Oh.
Or it could just be the microphone.
Well, but they worked. They worked the other night.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You
I
know what?
forgot.
I'm gonna switch to this thing, see if it works.
Okay. I roasted like onions, squash, zucchini, carrots, And then I put it over a bed of like spinach and feta cheese. Pretty good. Ooh.
Oopsie daisy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you.
goody.
Yeah, it might be the port of the headset.
Yeah.
Possible.
Oh my.
My hair is so wet.
What's that?
I said my hair's all wet.
Oh yeah.
I just got out the shower. And when I come home, I smell like grease.
Oh, that's the worst.
Mm-hmm. So I'm showering constantly now. Sometimes I shower in between shifts.
Fuck that.
Hey, Claire Jane. How you doing, baby mama? So I wanted to ask you, have you been watching the ME5 stuff? How you doing,
M-
baby mama?
Oops. ME5.
Yeah, that thing was like
Oh,
rationally.
I saw. I guess one of them. I didn't know they had more.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, um, it's almost like they started their own, like, you know, 24/7 kind of thing.
Yeah.
They link each other's channels in the chat. I mean, in the description or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. And they come up with like different topics to discuss. See, Patrick had one the other night, but it was just him and Sharky. I thought it was going to be like a panel of them, so I'm confused.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. Hey, Milky Way, you cutie.
Shit.
William Young said, last night I mentioned Lime Starburst. They're not an ME, just discontinued. That's good to know. Here comes the crew. Hey, Poppy. So, Poppy, I want to ask you then. I was trying to ask Scotty. He didn't know, though. What day of the week does like the ME5 like stream together? Like, is it on Sunday or? Oh, and Scott, did you see the new video I sent you?
Uh, which one?
The
From
Wendy Williams one.
earlier? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That was funny. Oh, on Sundays? Okay. Sorry, I'm eating, Poppy. I gotta get 9 cups of vegetables in every day. My God, it's not easy. That's a lot of shit. So if I sound like a cow chewing cud, I apologize.
It's okay. I don't hear it.
I'm trying to chew softly
And carry a big stick.
and carry a big stick.
Uh, yeah. So I was a little obsessed with the whole Cheers thing when I got up this morning, and
Really?
yeah, I don't know. I get weird like that, but I found like a weird extended version of it. I should probably just play it because it's so fucking odd. Like, I don't. It probably always existed. I'm not even gonna fucking pretend to know. But yeah. Let me just play it. You'll hear. There's a line in there that's like perfect for this world.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't know, Poppy. It's something my sister sent me. I have to look into it better. It's supposed to reset your DNA.
All right, here we Better be in here somewhere. All right, here we go.
All right, cool. I want to hear it.
Okay. Just let me know if the audio's okay and all that.
Okay.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Is that all right? Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. I think it's supposed to be. Roll out of bed, Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. And your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl. That one.
What?
And your husband wants to be a girl.
What?
Yeah.
Is this the original song that
This is the original song extended version.
Okay, so they adapted it for the show.
Yeah. I mean, I can't say that didn't exist, but it's odd and
That's really strange.
yeah. I mean, there's another like minute left. Do you want me to finish it? I forget if it has like the the people part and if it says go or be at the end. I might as well finish it.
Yeah, I want to hear it. Oh.
And it says go there again.
Ooh, I like that. That's a smooth ass horn. Hey, Jimmy Jams.
That's enough of that.
That's crazy. But see, it had the people in it, and then it had it like the very first part of it is what I remember.
Well,
like where like you want to go where like our troubles are all the same. That's what I heard him say. So remember, that's what I was saying to Nobleness D last night. That I remembered our troubles are all the same.
Yeah.
And so it's probably changed a couple times.
Yeah, it's so weird. The whole thing with the you want to be where you can see, like that's just wrong. I think it was go always for the whole song. Like you want to go where people know either troubles or people are all the same. But I don't remember it being B. It was go for both lines.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's crazy.
Shit. I knew I should have written down a note or two from earlier because there was a couple things that I wanted to bring up. And now I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
Okay, so how many people in the chat we talked about last night, but I don't know if Poppy was in here. Was she? We talked about beanie weenies.
I think she was.
Okay, Jams TV. How do you spell beanie weenies? Like the canned ones? Or are you familiar with that? Yeah, Charles was here. I just want to see like if there's any extra people that don't remember.
I'm still
because I'm.
surprised I never heard of beanie weenies.
See, okay, now Jams, look it up on your computer now. I'll do it for you. That's so. My daughter found this one. Bam, there you go, Jams TV. What do you think about that? I mean, doesn't that look like totally bizarre? I was asking people about it today, and nobody remembers it spelled like this. No one.
Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up was just how much I like that dude, Guy Fawkes. He's just such a good dude and like thoughtful.
Well,
It's
yeah,
not. What's that?
Guy Fawkes.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I actually think his name changed for me. I have to check what I wrote in my phone, but I'm on it right now streaming. But anyway, I think his name was Fawkes, and now it's Fauqes. But because when I talked to him a long time ago, I think I saved his name in my phone. So, but anyway,
Hmm.
he's a good dude and like very thoughtful. And like the other day, he put out a video where he was talking about the firmament, but like he was saying firmament. I don't know if you heard that Scarab show where they were talking about that.
Yes, and I
Yeah,
was like, why is he mispronouncing that?
he found a lot of residue for it and all, but like he brought up it's like not a big deal. It's just like I appreciate that kind of stuff. Like he brought me up like saying that he's like yeah Scott Balow from blah 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 brought this up, and just the fact that he acknowledged me. Like I appreciate little things like that.
Yeah, because really, my kids are the ones who brought up the Stay Golden Pony Boy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spoke about it. And then, like 2 months later, or a month and a half later, it's on Scare Performance. And, like, it just like it got around, but like I don't really care, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Nobody ever like said that I mean, like Beanie Weenies, I'm sure that's going to be like on, Money Bags in 2 days or something.
Yeah. Some people like they'll I mean you never know, they could have just like run into it too, but
That's
some of the
true.
things, some things you're like are so obscure that there's like no way that they,
Hmm.
but I mean it could have been passed through a few different people. Somebody could have emailed them and said, oh, look what I found, and they don't have any idea that you did it, or something like that.
I
But
found out that there are these, Facebook groups, and like Brian McFarlane has one, and it's called Residue Hunters or
really,
something. Yeah, and so he gets
that's
all these
funny.
people to join, and he told me on the phone, he was like, it's like a gold mine of information. So he
Hmm.
basically just like, that's where he pulls like all of his information from.
That's why he has 3,000 videos.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Because he's got a group of people looking for shit.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
No, I mean it's cool because everybody gets involved, but
yeah, because these are like people that see stuff, but they don't necessarily want to make videos. So they
yeah.
they send it to him so that he'll put it out there.
And I think he's one of the people that usually will tell the person's name, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He
Like
does
as long
weird.
as people don't claim it for
Ooh.
themselves and stuff without, I mean, I don't know.
staticky.
Oh
What is going
no.
on?
What's that?
I was just saying it sounded clear for a second, but it's back.
Hold on. Always something. Is it still there?
Oh shit. Yeah, I'm still here.
No, I mean the sound.
Yeah, the sound's still there. It might be those earbuds. Ah,
Well, that's it for earbuds. So I hope it's not too bad because it's the best I can do.
yeah. Kids notice a lot of stuff like that, especially like popular culture changes.
Hmm. What if I use this thing? Yeah, okay. Um, yeah. Oh, that was the one thing that I forgot.
What?
Who the fuck was it? Oh, it was that guy, the obsoletist. He
Ooh,
did a
yeah.
live stream about 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and he brought up this guy, a channel on YouTube called Gorilla 199, I think it was. Did you ever
Hmm.
hear that?
That sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure.
It's a pretty interesting channel. Like it's a dude that he says that I guess the Holy Spirit has guided him to like decode a lot of the Freemason symbols and stuff. I'll get you a link. It's really cool. I like
Oh, is
I
it? Did he do a live stream where he was talking about the warning that Joe Rogan gave?
I don't know. I don't not that I know of. I saw only one live stream that he had on his channel.
Oh, okay.
But what's this thing about a warning?
Oh, like whenever somebody who's like a upper level Mason speaks about like something like, oh, this could happen or that could happen, if they don't use any symbols, like any hand signals, like like pyramid signals or whatever, that's to let everybody know it's like bullshit. Like
Oh, okay.
let their upper level brothers know. And different hand signs mean different things. But when they tell you something and they're serious and there are no symbols thrown up, that means that's going to happen. It's
Oh,
a warning.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, not
It was
cool,
like
but
it, yeah, but he was talking about like you know, like an EMP, you know? Like there's one, I don't know. I don't know if it's fear mongering or they really think it's going to happen, but he was asking this other guy, he was like, yeah, you got your solar panels put up and you got a place to go out in the country. And the guy was like, yeah.
wow.
So, let's see. William Young says, my mom can't remember much, but one day I was talking to her. I was taking her to her doctor's appointment and I saw a brand new building business that wasn't there before. Right then, I thought to myself, let's see, where the heck did that come from? My mom said, that wasn't there last week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's weird when you get the personal changes. Like
Yeah.
when it's something like you notice, like it's something like in your own, and it's not like, like a logo change or something like that. When you notice something in your life, that's when it's really, that's
Yeah,
when it
it
starts
comes
getting
real.
real. Yeah, because you know for sure. I mean, like there are roads that I take all the time, like to go to certain parts of town or like to go into other cities. Because right where I am, like Jackson's in the middle, and then they have like all these bedroom communities. Like Pearl and Brandon and Flowood and all these little towns. And I mean, you travel up the highway here and you're in Jackson. So I mean, it's like it's real close. Like we're all connected to Jackson. So I mean, I'll take like a back road to go to Pearl to go shopping or something. And I mean, I look at the houses. I look at the layout of everything. I'm always looking at houses. And I notice when that shit gets shorter or something disappears or something appears. I mean, I notice that.
Hmm.
And most people will. Most people are pretty familiar with their surroundings. But, oh, what you got? Candy cupcakes, I'm too heavy to do mukbang. You got to be skinny to do that, according to my daughters. What do you mean you need a show, Suso? What does that mean? Not staying, dear. Hmm. I don't know what he's talking about. Did GPK said Bill and Ted phone booth changed on me. Did a video yesterday. Oh, awesome. I'll check that out.
Uh-oh.
Poppy Elm says, I thought you had to be fat. No, then that's feederism. That's different. I don't know. Okay, what did you post? What's this link?
Oh, that's that Gorilla 199 guy. Um, I should have taken some screenshots or something, but he always points out like a few certain symbols um, that you'll find all over, uh, with Freemasonry and stuff, and it's like the Alpha, Omega, and I think just an X in the middle of it or whatever. And I think he says that when something to do with, I think when it's in Greek or whatever, it's pronounced like Heyo or Hayo or something like that. And then like
Yeah.
he started pointing out a few things like they have it in that police song, every little thing she does is magic. They like they go Heyo and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. Does
And
that mean
what's that?
that mean something?
Yeah, I think it means suffering or something like that.
Oh, that's not good.
But I mean, it all comes down to basically, Satan worship and shit. But I'm getting confused because there was a few different things he talked about. One thing was like suffering, and there's a whole bunch of things that end up meaning like uh, Helios, whatever, fucking. Uh, but I was thinking also like Ed McMahon used to always go "Heyo" in the fucking
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Cash
And so
thing.
did Kermit the Frog.
Oh yeah,
Hi ho, this is Kermit the Frog.
yep.
Even from
It's like
childhood.
it's everywhere, hidden in
That's
plain
right.
sight. It's
Best place
creepy.
to hide it. It's the best
Yeah,
place to hide it. It's
got that
crazy.
right. Uh, Trying to think of the other things. It's just you should really check it out. It's really interesting. I was like
Yeah,
for
I
two
got it
days
up. I'm gonna
straight.
look into him.
And the one live stream that he had that I watched, I don't remember when exactly it was from, but it was probably a couple years ago or something.
Dude, this
Uh,
guy looks super familiar.
oh, really?
I've never seen this channel before, though.
Hmm.
I feel like I've met him. Where does he live? Do you know?
I think the UK.
What?
Yeah. It's
That's
funny
so
that you
strange.
say that though, because he looked very familiar to me too, but I know I've never seen him before either.
That is so strange.
Okay, yeah, his live stream was from 3 years ago, but it's really interesting.
I'm just gonna throw up this picture. I want to see if anybody in the chat recognizes this guy. I'm interested to see if Poppy recognizes him. What do you think, Poppy? God, he looks so familiar to me. I just can't get over it. Does he still do videos?
Uh, I think so. Let me see when the last one was. 9 months ago, it says.
Hmm. I wonder if he's decided to stop.
Well, apparently, a while ago, he I guess got stressed out and stopped making videos. And some people said that he had died, but uh, on some other channel, I was talking about him and said that apparently he died, and then some other person commented, no, he didn't die. He just went away because he was stressed out or whatever. But I thought that they said he's still making videos now, but this says 9 months ago, so maybe he's making it on a different channel. I don't know.
He does, William Young. He says he looks like that guy for the Just for Men commercial.
Oh, I don't remember.
James TV said, "That's my dad."
Shit.
He's joking. He's jokester.
I know.
Crazy ass. Crazy
Now
ass.
I gotta look up the Just for Men guy.
Yes. Did GPK said, what happened to Robert Wood? Has he not been streaming?
He was on earlier.
Oh, he also has another channel called Crow.
Oh
So
yeah, that's what he was streaming on.
he does look like the guy from the Just for Men commercial, like from the early 2000s, I think.
Is it this guy?
Maybe. No. There was a guy like on it was a commercial that ran, I think, in James TV said he was in my chat the other night. He's still alive. Like, I can't tell if you're being serious or what.
I'm sure he's lying.
It's some Xannies talking. Better watch out. Those Xannies make you steal. Yes, they do. You like wake up the next day and like maybe you've gone to Best Buy and bought like a bunch of equipment. And you're like, what the fuck? Where did all this come from?
This guy?
Oh, wait, let me see. Yeah, he does kind of, I guess. Maybe so.
Maybe a little bit.
James TV says the Mandela effect is trying to kill me. No, I don't think so. It might be demons trying to get to you or some gin. Jinn, not the drink. You doing all right there, James TV?
What's that?
I said, I'm asking Jimmy James if you're doing all right.
Uh,
Those things are not good for you. They're called hypnotics for a reason.
man.
James TV says, I like Robert. I like how he talks to the light bulb. Yeah. He's something.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be on Robert on Friday.
What, Robert Woods?
Yeah, I guess on the Crow channel or whatever.
That's cool.
I don't know what we're doing, but I
Probably just chilling.
yeah. Sweetie got she's not doing well again.
Now, I was talking about Xanax as William Young. Anything that a doctor prescribes you, probably not good for you. I mean, if it grew out the ground, that's okay. Even like, I would even say cocaine, not cocaine, but like the plant it comes from, the local people will sit there and chew the leaves, like to relieve pain, to help them work kind of like as an energy stimulant. I think if you used it like that, it would be fine. Once you process it and turn it into something, though, you gotta look up how they process cocaine. It's disgusting. It makes me sick to think I used to do that when I was in my 20s. But
I've heard that too. That it's a completely different thing when you just eat the leaves or whatever.
yeah, now I agree with that. I think that should be available. I think marijuana should be available, but I don't think if it's growing out the ground. I think it's fine. But
Pretty much everything. I mean, we had this discussion on James's channel like a couple times already, but I think absolutely everything should be legal and available because the only problems come from when people can't get certain things. If
yeah,
it's available and like, I mean, really, what are we talking about here? We're talking about plants, so if it's grown properly or whatever, there's not going to be a shortage of it. You're not going to have people robbing and killing others to get it.
yeah. Like if you could sit there and drink tea made out of like opium flowers,
Exactly.
it would probably ease your need for the other thing, and you would probably be better off.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, and that's right. James is like, who are you hurting but yourself? Like, why do they
Yeah.
care? Like, and in parts of Amsterdam, they have like parks where you can go shoot up openly,
Yeah.
and the crime is down there, drug use is down because it kind of dispels the mystery of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you grow up like passing a park and seeing like junkies shooting up, you're less likely to try it. It's like not glamorous,
Yeah.
because it really isn't.
No.
William Young says there's going to be a shortage of women on this planet if people keep changing their sexes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, you can have the guys that are girls though.
Yeah,
That's just as hot, right?
nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Poppy says keeping drugs illegal just make criminals rich. That's true.
Yeah.
Hashtag tranny love is what Jams TV. Now another piece of the puzzle, Jimmy Jams.
That's hot.
Another piece to the puzzle. That is Jimmy.
He told a really sad story yesterday on
Oh, what was it?
like one of his friends. I don't know, Jam. Should I even like tell it? Because I mean, it's not
Oh,
my.
he told it on his channel.
Yeah, I guess like one of his friends got killed. Um, he basically answered the door, and there was just like some neighbor saying, "Is my daughter in your house?" And he's like, "No." And he kept like, he's like, "Well, can I come in and just like look
Mm,
around?" And he's like, "Well, he's like, I don't know your daughter. No, you can't come in." Blah blah blah. But like he said, that his friend was a really nice guy. So at the last thing the guy asked, he goes, "Well, can I get a beer?" And he was like, "All right." So he like turned around and asked the other, I guess his brother or something, like, "Can you get
yeah.
a beer for this guy?" And when he turned back around, he got shot in the head.
And that guy is like serving his time in an insane asylum. And
Yeah.
he's able to like use the internet and everything. That's bullshit.
I don't know. It's just like really, I don't get it. And it's always good people that get killed.
And James is saying on Christmas.
Oh my god!
That is, oh, he's out?
Wow.
Oh my God. That's just awful.
So anybody want to try to tell me this place isn't hell?
No.
Wow.
Oh, James says he goes home on the weekends.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's unbelievable, man. He took somebody's life. Hey, Dominic, you can see the chat, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to make tea. Oh. Need a cup of tea to settle my stomach after all those vegetables. But I got my 9 cups in.
Mm.
It's supposed to help your skin and everything. So we'll see how it works. I'm gonna try it for 6 weeks.
You're gonna get sick of that pretty quick, though, eh?
Well, I mean, I eat a lot. I mean, I eat a fair amount of vegetables. I mean, that's not all you eat. You can eat meat and stuff too, but it's like, where am I going to fit that in? Because 9 cups of vegetables is kind of a lot. But like the meal I just ate was basically like 5 cups. So before they were cooked. So that's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you can sit there and eat a cup of carrots, like, as a snack. That's what I did. I was snacking on that at work today.
Yeah. Do you dip it in ranch and all that?
No, I just eat them. I like them just the way they are.
Really?
Hmm. I'm not a big fan of ranch.
Oh, I love it.
I have my ex sister in law. She used to put ranch on everything, like pizza, spaghetti, everything. So gross.
Oh, that's foul.
She would mix ranch and ketchup together and use it as a dip, and I'm like, ugh.
Oh, that's foul.
I know, isn't that disgusting? I don't know.
I like ketchup and mayonnaise for some things, but
Oh my
I,
god, my dad used to do that.
oh yeah,
He'd mix ketchup and mayonnaise together. He'd be like, "We don't need dip. Like if we bought chips, you buy plain chips, and then mix that together and be like, you can use this as a dip." We just roll our eyes like, "Ugh, such a cheap motherfucker."
oh, Poppy asks if you could send her the info for your 9 cups of vegetable things.
Okay, yeah, I'll send her a link to the video I watched. My sister sent it to me. We Skype every week. And that's her latest thing. She's trying to reset her DNA. She grows all of her own stuff, like all of her own vegetables. Like she has like last time I Skyped with her this past week, I mean she has like bags and bags and bags of like vegetables off of their own land. Just like sitting around her kitchen. She's like sitting there trying to blanch them and freeze them and but they sell to like farmers and stuff, so they have like a big operation going on. And they have apple orchards and olive groves, almond groves. So they produce their own olive oil.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And she doesn't have chickens or anything like that because they trade. Like everybody around there, like there's a guy that raises chickens and they trade him vegetables for like eggs and a lot of people barter there.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool. That's the way I'd like to live.
Yeah, me too.
We'll get there. Oh, I guess what? At work, um, my boss came to me and he said, "Hey, he's like, I need to hire a kitchen manager." And I was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Do you need me to?" I said, "Do you need me to recommend anyone?" Or I didn't understand why he was asking me. He said, "No, I'd like to see you apply for it." I was like, "Okay." So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What did you say?
Oh no, I was just saying my boss was asking me to apply to be a kitchen manager at my work
Oh, that's cool.
already. Yeah, it's not bad. Be a lot more money than I'm making now.
Nice.
So I need to make as much money as possible. So I can get the fuck out of this house.
Yeah.
Home freeze dryer. What? What about dehydrating your food, Poppy? Although I love freeze dried strawberries, those are so good.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Oh my god, delicious. Hey, have you ever had Special K with strawberries?
Cereal?
Yeah,
Maybe. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
got
yeah.
it's got freeze dried strawberries in it.
Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were talking about ketamine.
Oh no, Special K. I did that a few times back in the day. I
I
remember the
never got
first
to.
time I did it. You never got to do it?
No,
Oh my god.
one of my big regrets.
It's not a good thing.
No?
No, because what happens is you snort it. Like if you snort like a little fat rail of it, you fall into what they call a K hole.
I've heard of that, yeah.
And I mean, I was at this guy's house. I mean, he was a gay couple, but still there was a lot of people there. And we were all doing it the first time I ever did it. And I was just laying there. I mean, I had to lay down and I was just laying there. And I mean, I could see and hear everything, feel everything, but I couldn't move.
Wow.
That's not a good thing.
No, that's scary.
Yeah, it was really scary. I only did it one other time.
Does it does it feel like cool though? Is there anything special about it?
It's like your whole body just goes numb. Yeah, it's like it almost feels like you're looking at everything through a peephole.
Oh wow, that's weird.
It's really weird. It's visually weird. It just doesn't. I mean, nothing seems real.
Hmm. Couldn't be any worse than this place.
Hmm. It's. I don't know. I hate hearing you say that. I mean,
What's
life
that?
can be. You know how much you hate life and hate it here. I mean, it can be difficult, but it can be beautiful. I mean, it's all in what you make of it.
Well, there's just certain things that I just can't deal with. Like, I don't know. The place sucks, and most of the people in it suck. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some fantastic things, and well, not things, but people. But everything else fucks that whole thing up. I appreciate the things I do have very much, but it's kind of hard to even enjoy it when the rest of it sucks ass.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a whole nother thing. Like up until I think it was this morning, I can't even tell what day is what anymore. But I was like in a pretty damn good mood for like 2 days, and then like it
Yeah.
was either this morning or yesterday morning. I woke up terribly fucking depressed, and I'm pretty sure it was this morning. And a lot of people were saying the same things in the couple chats I went into. So I don't know. Apparently, we had a shift last night or something.
Yeah, I felt really depressed today. I was listening to a lot of like older Coldplay albums.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just feeling kind of melancholy.
yeah. And that's annoying because like when you're on, especially like for someone like me that's like never happy, like when you get on a streak, even if it's only 2 days, it's like that's a lot, and it's like it sucks that it's got to fucking something's got to gum it up.
Yeah. William Young says having my forehead caved in and nose broken by my neighbor and the next day healed was a major wake up call too.
Whoa,
What?
that's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Or maybe it's not. Maybe that just shows that we can't die. Oh, Joe's dad is, still not doing well. So my husband and his dad is asking to go home to die and his wife won't let him.
What?
Yes, she told the hospital, just give him a Valium, give him something to sleep so I can go home and get some rest. Like she's making him get treatment and stuff.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. The doctors are basically saying they don't think there's much else they can do for him. Ooh, William Young says, check out my Miracle Healing Part 1 and 2 video when you get a chance. It's a blessing for sure. Is that how you healed yourself? Oh, shit. Scrolled all the way up. Go to your channel. Look.
No, ma'am.
Hmm. She's having her second heat.
Uh
So
oh.
she's barricaded in the kitchen. I see part two. I don't see part one though. Let's see. Okay, I see part one. Oh my God, it's got a picture of it too.
Oh, really?
What?
Check that out. Oh, I'm subscribed to him too. I don't think I
Yeah,
ever get.
I am too. Yeah.
I don't think I ever get notifications.
Oh my goodness.
I like the Zelda picture.
Dude, it's My Miracle Healing Experience Part 1. Oh my goodness. That's horrible.
I see part one. Oh, here it is.
Dude, he was like healed. That's
That's
crazy.
and even if that was like a shift thing, then why would his other picture still remain?
Yeah. Wow. That's powerful right there.
Stuff like that makes me think that we're not going anywhere when we shift.
Yeah.
That and the fact that our bodies hurt when we get the body changes.
I believe you, William. I'm here to tell you I believe you. Because he said, guys, I'm going through so much. A lot of it sounds not true or like fantasy, but it's all true. What I share, I have witnessed. I believe you,
I do too.
you know? Like, there's no judgments here. We understand. We've seen supernatural stuff. That's the thing. Yeah, William Young says even Yeshua was hurt and in pain. It's part of life. You know, my grandmother used to say one time I was upset about something, and she said, "If you're going to be a Christian, why is it that you think you can escape the cross?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She said, "You know, you're going to suffer. You're going to be persecuted. You know, especially if you are a Christian, if you try to follow like the creator, if you believe in Christ, you will be attacked and you will be asked to choose one day." Sometimes I just think that, we're like timeless creatures and we came here to experience time. Alone one says so many people have such harsh things to say about us, it feels like persecution. Yeah. It's just don't let's let it roll off your back. I mean, you know something they don't. Who cares? Who cares what they say?
Doctors are evil anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, any person who takes an oath like that. I mean, look at the medical symbol.
Yeah, that's creepy.
It's Baphomet's penis. I mean, if you look at those statues, that's what's rising out of his private area or whatever. Is is like a staff with snakes wrapped around it, just like the medical symbol.
Wow.
Hey Dominic, look up sundog on the internet. Like you'll see pictures of it. It's like this phenomenon where these you'll see like two beams of light near the sun. I don't think any like who's taking action against us. The talking part doesn't bother me. People are crazy, and I hate to think of someone or a group taking action against us. I don't think they can. I don't know. Yeah, but like, especially look, I think there was one, wasn't it in like the Netherlands somewhere? And it's crazy looking. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
You know what's a weird thing with the sun? When you look at it through a camera and it's got like a purple beam that runs through the center of it.
Oh, like when the sun turns purple, like you could stare straight at it and it's purple.
None. Like there's I don't even it's just the center of the sun, like not just the sun though, like it runs the whole length of the screen. There's like a purple beam. It's hard to explain, I guess. I don't know. But it's like any camera, when you point it at the sun, it does this now. Kind of like,
Really?
yeah, it's really weird. You can find it in most videos that are recording the sun.
There you go, Dominic. That's a sundog. That's what they look like. Isn't that crazy looking? It looks like, see, some people theorize that when you see that, it means that our real sun is being eclipsed by something, and then there's a sun simulator in the front. I mean, I've watched, like, my husband thinks that. I mean, there's lots of channels that say that. I mean, personally, I don't know what that is. I don't know why it occurs. It's really beautiful, but it's like kind of scary too. It's crazy looking.
Have you have you ever seen that like
Yeah.
when you're outside or?
This, I've never seen it like this. This is like on the top of a mountain. I think you have to be pretty high up to see them like this well. But no, I've seen these before. I'll see like little rainbow ones every once in a while, just on the edges, like on the sides. Like
Hmm.
there's always kind of a space between the sun and the sundog. But when you look at it, it looks like there's something like eclipsing, like it's like the sun's eclipsing something that's eclipsing something else. You see what I mean?
Yeah,
It's really odd looking.
it is
It almost looks like an eye,
creepy.
doesn't it? It looks like an eyeball. It's crazy. I don't know. Strange.
You know, when those sun simulator videos started coming out, there was one that I saw, and it looked pretty obvious to me that something was moving with the sun, but like not exactly in time. Like it would like pause until the sun was moving a little more, and you would catch it towards the end of this. How do I even explain this? Hold on, I'll try to show you somehow. Um, let's see.
Hey, M. Hobbs.
Okay.
Yeah, see, William Young says sundogs have been witnessed throughout history. It's some kind of natural phenomenon, but I'm not sure, why that happens. I mean, I'm not saying I believe in sun simulators. I don't know.
So
Oh, what is that?
oh, it's just a cap. But
Okay.
say this is the thing. Here's the sun, and as it's moving, it's like say like that, and then when the sun gets to there, you'll see the edge of this light try to catch up with it. Like it'll go like whoop, and like go to the end, and it's just like something there. I don't even know what it is, but I wouldn't even know where that video is if I tried to find it.
But yeah, like didn't Enoch say, like, isn't it somewhere in one of the books of Enoch about, like, how the system works and how there are many suns and there are many moons? I mean, I don't know if it's something like that.
I don't. I just started listening to the Enoch thing like last night or something. I'm not very far into it.
Are you listening just on a random YouTube channel, or is it Rain on the Plains? Because
It's
I
just
think she reads some of them.
yeah. I don't know. It was just some random channel. 3 hours or 5 hours actually. I think audio book.
Oh, that's cool. Whatever happened to Rain? I never see her around much anymore.
I don't either. I don't know.
Every once in a while, I'll see her like in a live stream somewhere, but
Oops. I miss Kathy.
oh, Kathy Milo, she hasn't been streaming,
Nah, I think she did one a week ago, but it's been a while.
does she
Besides that,
just not have time, or
yeah, I think something about like because her husband's around or something.
oh yeah, like mine, he doesn't like it.
Yeah.
He thinks it makes us a target.
We're already targets.
Yeah,
Not going to be any more or less.
I don't think so either. I don't think it matters. But the truth of the matter is I'm lonely because I feel like a stranger in public. I feel you know,
Yeah.
like I don't belong anywhere.
Nope.
So it's an odd feeling. And I've always felt like that to a certain extent, but I've always been able to kind of assimilate and like fit in a little bit. But it's just, I mean, especially after realizing some of the things that we talk about, it's just hard to like pretend like I don't know it.
Yeah.
It's hard to have conversations with people, and
I'll tell you, I had some what I thought were some pretty open-minded friends, and I was friends with them for like 25 years. As soon as this shit started, not anymore. But whatever. Can't really can't really connect with regular people after something like this. It's pretty much impossible.
yeah. Dominic says, "Me too." Oh, that's crazy. I mean, in a cool way. Let me see. William Young says, sundogs have been witnessed throughout history. And then he was like, the fire is coming without a doubt. My first lucid dream was of the sky cracking open and fire raining down. After that dream, I began researching dreams. I was in front of the Los Angeles Library looking up dreams on my phone and smoking cigarettes. A guy asked me for a cigarette. I give him one. He comes back 5 minutes later and asks for another. I put my phone down and give him a few and reach out my hand to shake his. And I say, "Hi, I'm Will." And he says, "What's up, dog? I'm a dreamer." Because he was dreaming about sun dogs. And that's kind of weird. He said, "I freaked out." I asked, "What?" I told him to look at what I'm researching on my phone.
Hmm.
That's weird. That's weird synchronicities. Yeah, I feel like the gap, I mean, Alone One's talking about like the wheats and tares and stuff, but I feel like the gap is widening between us and them. And you know what else really bothers me? It really bothers me when MA's wife calls herself unaffected scum.
I think it's hilarious
Why does she do that though? I don't feel like, I don't
because
know.
that's what Ma used to say about all unaffected people. I guess he still does. I don't know, but I mean, what do I know? I think she says it in a playful manner. So
I don't know. That would hurt my feelings.
I she said it did at first, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't bother her anymore. I don't know.
They need to like live stream their wedding and get it over with.
Yeah, right.
I hope they do. I hope that they get married, they live stream it. I want to see. And Poppy says, "Oh my God, it's been driving me nuts that she does that." Yeah. I mean, because I feel like that there are some people out there who kind of see it, but it's like they're operating like at a lower vibration or a lower frequency. I think like, there are some people operating at a higher frequency. I mean, I know there are people operating higher than me. So, I just think that I don't know. I think if she really got into it a little more, just opened herself up a little more, she'd be right where we are. James Johnson says she does it as a joke, but she's putting herself down. Yeah, there's something about it that just doesn't sit right with me because she seems like a really great lady.
She
You
is.
know, I really like her. I watch her more than I watch Ma now. I just like her. I like hearing her like thoughts about things.
Yeah. Can you see Robert yet or no?
No, is
No.
he in here?
Yeah.
Mm. Well, puppy's crying.
Poor
She don't like
puppy.
being locked up in there. She's such a large dog, though. I can't get puppy pants that are big enough. They just don't make them.
Puppy pants?
Yeah, like puppy diapers, like for their periods or whatever. I bought like the extra, extra large ones online and they still were not big enough. I'm thinking
Damn.
about getting like human ones, like for fat people,
That's funny.
and just cut a hole for the tail.
Oh, yeah, that was another thing. That fucking I think it was that Gorilla 199 guy. He was talking about that whole wheat and tears thing, and I think it was him, and he was saying that it's basically saying that the I don't know what you call them, the Nephilim or something,
Yeah.
that they're basically just shape shifting, and or maybe it's something to do with being hybrids, and they're just because they look like us. That's what that's all about. I,
Yeah,
if you've ever heard that or not, but I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I thought it was interesting.
Candy cupcakes, what are you talking about?
Uh
What is she talking? Is she responding to Robert Wood and I can't see it? His
oh.
Wood is dead to you? What does that even mean? William Young says, I need a different vaporizer. Yours sounds like a straw. Well, buy me one then. No, I bought this one in 2015, and I mean, it's just an older one. It still works. I can rebuild the coil and redo the cotton, and I'm cheap. It broke. So I know I need a different one, but I can't afford it.
Bye, William.
Bye, William. I'm glad I got to see your channel. Awesome. Alone One says, I've woken up the last 2 nights with hunger pains. I've been waking up hungry as fuck lately.
Really?
Yeah. The last 2 nights, though, what I do is I take like pink Himalayan salt, like maybe a teaspoon of it, and I put it into like a tablespoon of raw honey. And I take it at bedtime and I kind of like put it under my tongue and just let it dissolve there.
Why do you
It
do that?
keeps you from being hungry, waking up hungry.
Really?
Yeah, because it gives you like minerals and stuff.
Huh. I'm trying to remember if I've been hungry or not lately. I don't know.
And Joanna says she's been sleeping all day long. Up all night, sleep all day. You know what my husband says about that? Being people who like stay up at night like I do, like he does. He said that's when you get the downloads, is in the
Yeah.
night. He said
Uh,
that's why he said people who are affected tend to be night owls. Even our daughters, like they're awake right now. They come home and they take a nap in the middle of the day. Like, like after school or whatever.
mm-hmm.
But they're up all night. He's like, we're not sleeping. He said, like, we like instinctually know not to sleep at night.
That's interesting.
That's what he thinks. I mean, there could be something to that.
Yeah. Shit. Who knows what goes on when we like? Cause we're probably off somewhere else, while we're dreaming. So they could do all sorts of shit to our bodies we don't know about.
Yeah, like super soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hate that term, but I mean, they could be using like your energetic consciousness to do things, fight battles, interdimensional battles, or whatever. Spy on people.
I'm trying to remember who it was, but there was one channel that was talking about they take her to do some kind of work, and I guess they erase your memory of it after they're done with you or whatever, but she seemed to remember it, and she said she started refusing to do any of the work, and they beat her like kind of bad, like kicked her in the leg and stuff, and yeah, it's like it's fucked up. I mean, I wouldn't even doubt it. Like I don't know, I don't remember anything like that, but I have all those scars on my back. I'm always exhausted, so I wouldn't doubt it. You know, doing something to me.
Yeah. Yeah, Joe says they threaten us if he doesn't do what they say.
He remembers it?
He remembers a lot of it, yeah.
Wow.
Poor thing.
That's fucked up.
They use him to like go and spy on people
Spy on what,
mostly.
though?
I don't know. They just want to know like what is this person doing right now? Like describe what you see. But they're
Wow.
always telling him describe what you see. They give him directions of somewhere to go
Hmm.
and they tell him to describe it. Well, another thing is it's been so damn hot during the day.
Oh, yeah. Fucking hey.
Even when I was in prison, like it was so hot during the day, we would try to sleep through the day because then at night it was cool and it was comfortable to be awake.
Yeah. I'm
Like during
telling
the
you, I think I'm
summer.
allergic to this fucking sun. Even
Oh
when it
yeah, I
was
try to
bright.
stay away.
Huh?
Hell yeah. I said, yeah, I try to stay out of it.
Yeah. I can't last more than like I'm not even like exaggerating, maybe 1 or 2 minutes in it. I'm fucking done.
It feels like a halogen lamp burning your skin to
Mm-hmm.
me. It's horrible.
And it's like it's very nice now. Not it's not sweating like a pig.
Joanna asked, did you hear about the Vision Quest SMQ is setting up?
Yeah, I don't really understand what the whole thing is. I'm not gonna do it anyway, but like I don't know exactly what he wants people to do. Something about keep a journal, go back to the Philadelphia experiment or something.
No, no
Uh,
thanks. Joanna, well, let us know how it goes. Yeah, I'd be interested to see what your results are, Joanna. But I mean, that's not something I'm going to do.
I think it's time for some ice cream. What do you think?
Ice cream.
Ooh,
I
baby.
can't eat any ice cream.
Why not?
Shitty, because I'm supposed to like have a minimal amounts of dairy. And if you have dairy, it's supposed to be fermented like yogurt or cheese, which is okay with me. I love cheese.
I love yogurt and cheese.
Me too. Ooh, Theron says I cover more ground hiking at night and sunlight drains my energy. I feel the same way. I feel like the sun's just a drain.
Yep.
Yeah, and Poppy, if you follow SMQ on Twitter, he's got a lot of. I've seen his tweets about it, but he's very accessible on Twitter. Like if you tweet him, he like answers you right back. He's on there more than he's on YouTube. But yeah, he's got all the directions and links to everything on Twitter. That's a good place to look for it.
I hate Twitter.
It's okay. I mean, I don't tweet, but I like to see like what certain people are talking about. Yeah, it's cool that he'll answer you because I've asked him a few things on. I've contacted him on there a couple times. I love all your tattoos.
Who?
Hmm.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, thank you. I will give you a tour in a moment.
Ooh, the tattoo tour.
So,
I'm a tattoo tourist. I said, ooh, I'm a tattoo tourist now.
yeah, it's mostly video game crap and bands. Okay, yummy, yummy. Oops.
Theron, what does stealth camp mean? Is that like sneaky camping? I do like graveyards at night, Joanna. I used to hang out in a lot of graveyards when I was a teenager. We used to go to this one. It was on this guy's. It was like adjacent to this guy's land, and it was a big cemetery. It was old too, but all the tombs were like above ground crypts, and we would like lay there and like look at the stars and smoke weed and trip on acid.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was just a place to hang out when we were young. Yeah, Theron says basically set up camp where you shouldn't. Yeah. What brand is that?
Friendlies.
I have never seen that before.
So good.
Is it like some kind of like indie brand or like local brand?
Nah.
Well, they don't have it in the grocery stores here.
Do you have ShopRite down there?
No,
No.
I've never been in a shop right.
I don't know where else they would have it. Maybe Walmart, but I don't know.
Uh-uh. They don't.
Hmm.
We have tons of Bluebell down here because Bluebell is located in Louisiana.
Never heard of that.
You never heard of Bluebell ice cream? Oh my
No.
god! You know
Is it good?
President. Oh hell yes, it's good ice cream. But President Bush used to have it shipped to him at the White House.
Really?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a Southern brand.
I used to like Blue Bunny. That was awesome.
They still make Blue Bunny.
Yeah, it's not good anymore though.
Oh, it's not.
Mm-mm.
I see it, but I don't ever get it. We always buy Bluebell. Hey, Phyllis Wheeler. Oh, did you change your little icon picture?
There was something I wanted to ask Phyllis or say to her. Now I can't remember what it was. I think she might have said something really nice, and I didn't see it until after it was over.
Oh,
So thank you, whatever it was.
oh my God, Abby's driving me nuts. Just keeps going on and on and on. She got to go in her kennel. I mean, I got her like sectioned off in the kitchen. What are you going on about? What, you need to go potty? Okay.
Oh,
I understand. I understand if you gotta go potty. She's so excited. Just the look she was giving me standing by the back door. I'm like, okay. It's okay. I'll let you out. There you go.
you guys want to watch me eat ice cream? We can do that.
They are watching you eat ice cream.
Oh yeah.
It's been raining up here all day because of the tropical storm.
Lucky.
Well, it's not raining there. It will.
Good.
You
When?
got you got a big one coming your way.
Awesome.
uh-uh.
It never rains here. It's so annoying.
No, ma'am. And wipe your butt. Come here. Ah. Let's see. Let's see your butt. That's a
How
cool
come you didn't
girl.
call it booty butt?
Let's see that booty butt. Gross. Having a big dog on its period is so gross to me.
Ew.
Yeah. I mean, because she weighs 110 pounds, so it's
Almost
messy.
as much as me.
What? How much do you weigh?
Like 130.
Are you serious? Oh my God,
Yeah,
you're so skinny.
I know. I think the most I've ever weighed is 150.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How tall are you, though?
5'8".
Oh, okay. Come on, get in your kennel. Don't want to hear your bullshit. My husband's about 6'3" and he weighs 180. That's pretty skinny for that height,
That
probably.
is, yeah.
It's funny, like whenever people see Joe, they're always like, "Oh," because he's so thin, and I'm like a heavier person. I think they always say, "I'm like, well, what? What did you think he was going to look like?" They thought I always thought he was going to be like a bigger guy. Like, no.
I just assumed he was like a big football player type.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, he practiced martial arts and stuff, so he was, he's thinner. He's fit. I mean, but you and that ice cream.
It's so good. Almost done. I tell you, I'm a
Ooh,
crackhead for this shit.
you're an ice cream addict, like a little
Mm-hmm.
old man. Old men do that. They eat ice cream like at night, like a big bowl of ice cream every night.
I mean, it's been a while since I've really done this, but I used to have like 2 or 3 heaping bowls of it every night.
Oh my God.
With cookies and stuff in it too. It's amazing that I don't have diabetes.
Not yet. Diabetes. Here they call it having the sugar.
Oh yeah.
She got the sugar. I'm like, what?
It's like they got the AIDS.
I'm glad Phyllis Wheeler got a job interview. Remember, she was saying she was miserable at her job.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay!
That's awesome.
James Johnson says he eats ice cream every night too. Look The little boy eating all that ice cream is cute. Oh no, you're gonna have to go to the grocery tomorrow.
What's that?
I said you're gonna have to go to the grocery tomorrow
Why?
because you knocked out your ice cream.
I got 2 more.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I I always stock up.
Hey, Mrs. M.A. She's on. What's she doing?
Nice. That's actually I'll tell you in a second. Hold on. The proof of how much of a crackhead I am for that ice cream. I'm
Yeah.
literally I'm literally down to well, I was down to my last like 20 or $30 until like last night, and I went to go get that ice cream, and I'm down to I think $7 or something like that.
Oh my God.
And I think I'm down to like 3 packs of cigarettes or something like that, so I'm totally fucked.
When do you get paid again?
I don't get paid.
Oh, you don't get a check or something?
No.
Have you ever tried to get unemployment?
Um,
Like
I
disability, I
have
mean?
no, I haven't, but I'm going to. I have a doctor's appointment. Uh, well, and that's a whole nother thing. I don't know when I'm going, but probably about a week or something. Um, and I'm gonna try to talk to him about that because you know I I haven't been able to keep a job for a couple of years, pretty much.
Oh, you should get it then. You may get denied the first time, but you'll get approved.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I think I'm also next week. I'm selling some of my video game crap to some dude, so I'll get like $300 for that. But that's either next week he's coming or the week after. So until then, I mean, I don't know. I'll figure something out, but it's annoying to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't
Patrick's in.
I don't know if I can get uh unemployment from my last job. I probably should have already tried to
Did you
go
get
online.
fired?
No, I just stopped going.
Oh, no. You can't. I don't think you can get it. Maybe, though.
Yeah, there might be a way where I can get it, but have a penalty period. But I mean, I think that period would be over anyway because I've already not been there for I don't know 3 weeks or a month. I think
Yeah.
I don't know. Cornflakes with ice cream?
Maybe frosted cornflakes.
I don't know. I'll tell you what goes really good is that uh marble pound cake.
What, with ice cream?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot to do the tattoo thing. Let me see if I could. I don't know if the lighting's going to be good enough, but Let's see. Um, it's not very good, is it? Worse. Come on, really? Can you see? Can you see that, or is it not good enough?
Yeah, what is that?
It's from the Legend of Zelda, the instruction booklet.
Oh my goodness.
I'll show you the real picture of it too, because the guy did a pretty good job of it. Okay.
Poppy says that popcorn is good with ice cream too.
Really?
Mm.
That's interesting.
You know what's good that we used to do? Go to the movie theater and get popcorn and put like just the regular like plain M&Ms in the popcorn.
Ooh, interesting. I
Especially
like.
when the popcorn's warm and it makes them a little bit like melty.
Ooh.
It's really good. And they put the butter on top. When me and Joe were dating, we used to go to the movies all the time.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, Theron. That's a heart attack waiting to happen. Reese's peanut butter cups deep fried batter is good with ice cream. If you've
That's
ever done
awesome.
that, you ought to try fried Oreos.
I've never had one, but I think I would love it.
They're so fucking good. They'll make you kind of sick though. We get them at like the you can get them at the state fair here every year. Theron said deep fried Cadbury cream eggs. Ew, that sounds so gross. Phyllis Wheeler says French fries are good with ice cream. I used to eat French fries and like chocolate shakes together all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah, that's real good.
Hmm. What are you barking at? They just always think something's going on. Puffy said we all sound high.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not though. Oh,
I'll
he
pick
did do a good job. Okay.
and see what else I got here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Oh, fuck. It's hard to see. That ain't gonna work. Let's see. Yeah,
You have to do it next
eh,
time you walk inside.
yeah, fuck it.
Oh, New York soft pretzels with ice cream. I bet that is good.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't have the munchies, unfortunately. But
I used to come up with some pretty good, like, sweets type stuff. Especially with cereal, like what is it? The Reese's cereal with the little chocolate and peanut butter balls. You
yeah.
mix you mix that with maple and brown sugar oatmeal, and it is so
What?
good
That does sound good.
because they get all smushy in there.
Oh, Mrs. MA wants to know how Sweets is doing.
Not very good. She was for a while though, but she started having trouble breathing again.
She said, "Hey, where's your hair gone?"
Hey, I did it myself.
Did you really? You did a good job.
Thank you. I don't know how good the back came out, but I don't know if you could even see it. But usually the neck is hard to get.
No, it's too dark in there. Uh-oh. Scotty's frozen. You're frozen, Scotty. Okay, let's see if Mrs. M.A. knows. Mrs. M.A., have you ever heard of beanie weenies? Like in a can? Oh, I think you're back.
Oh, there you are. I don't know what I did.
Oh, James Johnson said, have you ever heard of a burger between two Krispy Kreme donuts?
That's hot.
Ugh, that's gross. Yeah, they use the Krispy Kreme donuts as the bun.
That's
I
so
used to
disgusting.
work. I used to work at this place, and they made burgers, and the bun was like two grilled cheese sandwiches.
Ooh.
It would have a fried egg on it too.
Ooh, I like that.
Ah, she says she hasn't heard of them.
Oh.
It was a Mandela effect my kids found.
I put fried chick uh peanut butter on fried chicken before. That's pretty good.
Oh God, that's gross. That's right up there with
So
chicken
good.
and waffles.
Yeah, that's a little gross.
Yeah.
It's mostly to do with the crispiness of the skin with the peanut butter, and like if it's obviously hot, then it like melts on it. It's so good.
Ew.
If it was just on the chicken itself, it probably wouldn't be that good.
Baron Knight says mini pizzas are good for burger buns.
Ooh, I like it.
Ugh. Yeah, I guess so. An Italian burger.
You know, I had Taco Bell like a couple weeks ago, and I hadn't had it in years. I kind of miss it. It's pretty good.
The only thing I can eat at Taco Bell is like they have these things called potato grillers because
Ooh,
everything's got tomato in it. Like everything.
really?
Yes, like even the rice. Like anything you get's gonna have tomato. And if you ask them for no tomato, they're gonna forget and put it on there. And
Yeah,
it's
of
for
course. I like their pizzas too.
they have pizzas?
Yeah, the Mexican pizzas.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those.
They're pretty tasty.
No, Phyllis Wheeler, the sandwich that killed Elvis is fried peanut butter sandwiches. Like fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Yeah, I still can't get over the fact that he's you can't find any more pictures of him when he was real heavy. That blows my mind.
I know. Now he's just skinny.
Yeah,
Well, he's not like skinny, like his face is still bloated, but like his body is not big like it was.
yeah. He looks very. I, I wouldn't say slim, but like not. He's not even chubby.
No, he's not. And neither is Marilyn Monroe. I mean,
Yeah.
but she flip flops back and forth. Like sometimes she's heavier, sometimes she's not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that goes back and forth.
The other weird thing too is like Janis Joplin. Like,
Being
I,
pretty.
yeah. I mean, she doesn't look like great, but she definitely not as gross as she. Not that it really matters, but you know what I mean. She used to be kind
Yeah.
of gross looking, and I don't know if you saw when I went to visit my mom. I did find a picture of her where she looked pretty foul, and I think I think I put it on the live stream. I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever. Anybody else that you've noticed that like looks way different than they used to, off the top of your head?
Um, Oh, do you remember Bob Newhart dying?
I'm pretty sure I do, but yeah, I know he's alive again. That's a weird one.
It came up like in my suggested things, just something with Bob Newhart. I'm like, that dude is dead.
Yeah, and you
I
know what?
remember he died.
I keep forgetting to ask my girlfriend about if she remembers that because she's a huge fan of him.
Did somebody do a video on it?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I just noticed like he's in like he did some kind of interview like on one of those late night talk shows like Conan O'Brien or whoever, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember him dying, and I remember them doing a whole special on TV and like talking about
Really?
the Bob Newhart show. Yeah,
Hmm.
he's dead. Mrs. Ma says my sister does. She looks very different. It was like
Really?
that with me and my parents a while back. I don't see them very often, but the last time I saw them, I didn't I mean, it was just kind of,
That's got to be the creepiest thing in the world.
yeah, it is
Because we're not,
creepy.
you're not talking about like some random celebrity that you don't know. You're talking about your fucking parents.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine.
And just, it was all kinds of shit. Like the way they met was different and just all kinds of stuff. I was just like, oh, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, I was actually
Yes.
just going to ask you how long did you last? Because I would have been right up.
Oh, I mean, I was ready to get the fuck out of there. Like maybe I stayed there 2 nights. And I
Really?
mean, I was going to stay like most of the day, the last day. And I was like, well, I better get going.
Did
Phyllis
they
Wheeler
act
says,
this?
I remember, did they do what?
Did they act the same?
No.
Really?
And see, the time before when I saw them, I pointed out that JFK thing to them,
Mm-hmm.
and they were fine then.
Hmm.
But after I pointed that out and they saw that, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know. It sounds crazy
No, it doesn't. That sounds totally normal.
to us.
Yeah.
Phyllis Wheeler says, I remember Bob Newhart died like 8 years or so ago. Yes, he died a minute ago.
I don't know if we ever talked about the whole Gene Wilder thing, but that one
Oh,
is very. It bothers me a lot because it's like, how do you account for the 20 odd or some odd years that he was just nowhere, and then
yeah,
pops up again, and he does like an interview and then dies.
I know it's
It's like,
bullshit.
yeah.
It just pisses me off because I know he died. I remember him dying clearly. They had a big thing about it. You know how they do. They do all this like pomp and circumstance when a celebrity dies.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to see them try to bring Prince back again. That would be funny.
I don't know. Trying to think of who else is very different looking. Is it Jayne Mansfield? Let me look at a picture of her.
Did we ever talk about the Robert F. Kennedy or whatever Robert Kennedy's assassination?
What about it?
Do you remember seeing the video of it? Like,
Yeah, he was like in a crowd of people
yes.
and he was walking through and he was shot. Like it was caught on camera.
I remember it slightly different. I remember him being in like it looked like he was in a bar and it was a crowded area, and he was like taking a sip of a drink, and you can see the guy lift the gun up to his head. And now it's like totally different. He was like walking through a hallway or something.
Oh, wait. Oh, a hallway? No. Wait a second.
And there's no video of it either.
What?
Yep. I mean, well, there's a video, but not of the assassination. It's just like you could hear something going on in the background.
See videos.
But yeah, I clearly remember seeing him taking a drink and the guy lifting the gun up to his head. Does anybody else remember that by chance?
Let's see. Wait. Okay, let's see. Nobody's saying anything yet. Let me see if I can find. Dude, I remember seeing that. He was walking through a crowded space. Oh, come on. Fucking bullshit.
Cupid, do you remember the same way I do, or was it different for you? All right, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. I said a bar, but yeah, hotel bar makes sense. But do you remember seeing him getting shot though? It was like it wasn't like a moving camera either. It was like very still. I think. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's totally different now.
I thought he had just made a speech and he was walking off the stage. Let me see.
I think that's the way it happens now, pretty much. But it was like, uh, actually, Alone One said it. He was walking through a kitchen. It was like I think it was like those double doors, like right when you like go through one of those. But I thought it was like a hallway or whatever. Thank God Cupid remembers it.
I'm sitting here watching it, trying to see.
I think Cupid and I are from very similar worlds because a lot of things match up. There was something the other day that was like we were different on, but I think that was just words. It's funny to think about. At some point in the future, like small talk is going to change from the weather to what world did you come from?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't know. I don't see what I remember. I'm sitting here trying to find it.
But
Maybe he was walking through a kitchen. I don't know. He was such a handsome guy.
I'll say.
He was the best looking one out of all of them.
What about Ted Kennedy?
Oh,
Yeah,
Ted Kennedy looks like he got a bulldog head,
he does.
and not in a cute way. Yeah, this is the footage I kind of sort of remember, but I remember being able to see more than this.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it's like they don't show it anymore. It's like it cuts away or something during the shooting, the actual shooting.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'll have to look into that more.
You want to see another thing that's fucking weird? The fucking
Yeah.
Hindenburg thing. That's really odd. Clearly
Really?
clearly staged. Like the video cuts like all right, so it shows it in the air, then it like cuts away for a second,
Yeah.
and in like mid explosion, it's like, what did the camera person decide to you know, oh, I'm just gonna take a break for a second and turn it off and then start right, none of it makes sense.
Yeah. Oh,
Night Poppy.
you know what? Does anybody's hands hurt right here?
I can't see where you're pointing.
It's like right in the palm, like right in the middle, in between these two.
Not me.
I don't know if it's something I'm doing at work.
Ooh, actually, the thumb, whatever that, this part by the thumb hurts a bit.
Yeah, like right in there, but like right in the middle here. I've been having
Ooh,
problems bad.
that's
I
very
don't
tender.
know what it is. Like I have one new hand and one old hand.
Nice.
Oh, this one hurts. Good
That
night,
sucks.
puppy. See, I didn't know if it was from working or if other people are having pains in their hands like that. Yeah, because they're just like standing there, like, did they know it was going to crash right there? The Hindenburg thing.
Yeah,
Feels like I broke it, is what it feels like. Feels like my hand's been broken.
I got that with the feet a while back.
I used to get it like right under my toes. Like if these are your toes, like right here on the pad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would get so bad I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
God, my hands hurt.
The last thing that really bothered me was the neck thing, like
Yeah.
a month or two ago.
Oh, yeah. That one was really bad.
Wonder what that was all about. Like, what changed? And then
We
did
grew
something change?
spikes. Yeah, we grew spikes on our spine. Have you seen them yet?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it was.
You think?
Yeah, growing those big long bones, those big reptile bones.
Sweet.
I can't get over that Gorilla 199 guy.
I
I
wonder
keep
where.
going.
What?
I keep going back and looking at pictures of him, like still shots of him.
Hmm. Maybe it's just one of those things that you remember him, like, you know, and we looped back or
Yeah,
whatever. I hope that's still not happening, but I guess it is, huh?
yeah, but that, I mean, according to What's the one that talks to Lilu?
Uh, Lisa.
Yeah. According to her, they can only go so far back, so every time they're not able to go back as far. So it
Huh?
keeps approaching the end anyway.
Interesting.
Dude, and I was just like looked over at that channel and it's like medical profession oath of allegiance to the beast Apollyon. Remember, I was
Wow.
just saying like they shouldn't take an oath. I was just talking about that, and that guy has a video about it.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I'm telling you, that guy's got some crazy cool information. Well, not cool, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch this later. That's probably meant for me to see.
Yep. In
Yeah,
in fact, actually, one of the things he was talking about too was about how the JFK assassination. Um, it's very clear that it was like, well, to me anyway, that it was just a staged event. But he brought up something that I never really paid much attention to, and it's when he gets that first shot, and he raises his hands up to his neck, and it's very exaggerated because his arms go up too, so he's like that, and he
yeah,
says it's basically in a weird way portraying the winged disc. Like your head is the disc, and then your arms are the wings.
weird.
Yeah,
Let's see. The channel is Gorilla199. James Johnson was asking.
I put the link in there, James. Farther back up.
Yeah, but this is the video I was talking about. Like, I was just talking about this earlier. Telling you, he looks so familiar to me. I feel like I've met him in person, though, this guy.
Really,
Yeah, I mean, it's so strong. I just can't. I can't. That's freaking me out. Oh,
that is crazy.
well. I'm getting tired.
Tie tie.
Tired. Oh, that dog never stops barking. She's a crybaby. She doesn't feel like she should be in the kennel, and I understand that, but it's like, I need to go get her some diapers.
Diapers.
Fat people diapers for big booty dogs. She's just so thick, like around her middle and stuff.
This is interesting because I remember I think both Scott and Ma talking about they didn't really have chemtrails until like I don't know, maybe a year ago, or at least they
What?
never. Yeah, do you remember that? I could have sworn they said that they don't, or they at least never noticed chemtrails in the UK until like maybe a year or so ago. And this guy has a video from like 4 years ago saying that chemtrails have vanished. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, you
Dude,
go into old movies and they're there.
Prince talked about chemtrails like over his neighborhood when he was a kid,
Yeah,
you know? And I can remember them. I mean, not when I was a kid, but I mean, I remember them like in high school.
really.
Yeah. I used to think that was so weird. Like, I used to think they were like, it was like a rogue skywriter. Like, they're not writing anything, but it's just like
Huh.
this long trail. I used to think that. I don't know.
Weird.
Because the high school I went to, we got like 5 minute breaks between each class so we could smoke a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would get a 15-minute break. And then we had like an hour lunch and it was all outside. I mean, we
Cool.
just lay on the picnic tables. So, I mean, I spent a lot of time like laying on picnic tables looking at the sky. And
That's
I would
weird.
see them every once in a while. But I would just think, God, it's like they're skywriting like nothing.
Hmm. I'm trying to think the first time I saw them, but it was like, I don't know, 2005 maybe, but I
Where
don't
does
even think that early.
where does James Johnson live?
I don't know, because he just moved. I can't remember if he's still in the same state or not.
Because he was saying the sky today was awesome, bright deep blue and white fluffy clouds, no gray gloomy sky for me. That's because there was a storm front. Like
Ah,
whenever you have storms and stuff like that, like afterwards, it clears it all up for a minute. Kentucky, yeah, that makes sense because there's all kinds of storm fronts right now.
that's why they got to keep spraying whatever it is, because the air's recycling somehow or in somewhere.
Yeah, what doesn't last, it eventually falls to earth and absorbs into the soil and fucks up our food.
Awesome.
Yeah, aluminum, yay. He said same state, different time zone. See, and that's a Mandela effect too, because I can remember like time zones never like went through the middle of states.
Hmm.
Do you?
I don't know.
To me, I always remember that they always like bordered the states, like the time zone changes.
Really?
Uh
Yeah, I don't know about that.
huh. Yeah, I had a day like that. It wasn't Labor Day, maybe it was Memorial Day or something though. But there was like a problem in Brazil around that time where a lot of the planes were grounded, and we get a lot of drift from them in the Gulf. So the sky was like freaking sapphire blue, just beautiful, like a salon sapphire. Just like when I was a kid, big fluffy clouds.
Like
Oh,
the more.
and I saw a residual for Uncle Sam's hat being striped. Some fucking apartment complex had a big blow up Uncle Sam and it said Happy Labor Day and it had a red and white striped hat. And I should have freaking taken a picture of it, but I didn't.
Mm. I had a
Because now
friend
his,
who. Sorry.
no, I'm saying now his hat's white.
I have a friend that well, a guy I used to work with anyway. He was wearing a T-shirt last time I saw him, and it was an Uncle Sam one, and it had the stripes on his hat. And he said he got it from Walmart. So if you're ever there, uh, I don't know, check around. Maybe they're still there.
Alone one says, when people say we shift, does that mean that we go somewhere or the environment changes where we are? And I put reality shift, in my opinion, same place.
I have to agree.
It's like vibrational differences, I think. I think every time we shift, we're going up like a little bit, going up a little bit, going up a little bit.
I'd like to know if all the shifts come from the same source, or whether it's us or whatever. I don't know. Because like some of them, we end up in what seems to be a shittier version, like this morning.
Or
But
it
then
just
some,
might be ill effects from it happening, you know?
yeah, that's true.
Better shut up in here. Making all kinds of noise. Be quiet. Bad
Oh
little baby.
shit! You know what? That's another thing that this gorilla guy pointed out that was interesting. That Santa Claus is Zeus.
Oh my God. That sounds about right. I bet you my daughter Ashley knew that.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
who knows? She knows all about that shit. That's the kind of stuff she looks at. Yeah, William Young says it's a spiritual realm change, so it affects all, including the world itself. I agree with that.
makes sense.
Hmm. Sounds plausible. Abby is just laying on a comforter in the middle of the kitchen floor, just barking. Like, rip, rip.
She gets very upset whenever you do these streams.
Yeah, she don't like it. Because she's not normally like this. She's not like this until I'm doing this.
That's so weird. And she stops completely when it's over.
Yeah, and she quiets up as soon as I stop. Well, also the Wi-Fi is usually off
Ah,
because Joe has the direct connection, like on the TV in the front, so he could play, Xbox Live or whatever.
mm-hmm.
And then with the computer in here, I keep it off because I don't like to hear it. I can hear like the signal.
That's crazy. Oh shit! I'm pretty sure I saved something to show you. Some video. I gotta see if I can find it.
What?
Huh?
James Johnson said, "Did location's time zone ever used to change depending on the months?" No.
Not that I know of.
James Johnson said, "Now I'm in Central Standard Time Zone half the year and
What?
Central Daylight Time Zone the other half." What is Central Daylight Time Zone?
I have no idea.
I've never even heard of that before.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Eastern, so mine wouldn't change, anyway. But I mean, that's kind of a big deal. I think we would have learned about that if it would change depending on the time of year.
That's weird. CDT, Central Day. There's only one Central Time Zone. That's fucked up. Well, I'm not saying that there isn't now, but I'm just saying not as far as I remember. I got to look up time zones now. That is bizarre. What? See, I'm not even seeing that. But yeah, sure enough, it's going down the half of some states. Let's see if I can screen share that.
Both William and Cupie said they had migraines last night, and I usually get them too. But well, what shifting wise anyway. But I didn't. I don't think I got anything. No, I didn't.
That's so weird.
Oops. Shit. Do you ever watch Jonathan Kleck, Martha?
Mm-mm. Well, who is he?
Um, I don't know. Some dude that like. It's actually a lot like that Gorilla guy's channel. Uh, I'll send you a link. It's good stuff. Oops. Okay, here we go.
That is weird.
Alone One asks, or says, I wonder if Martin Luther King Jr. assassination has any changes. I know somebody talked about it, and like, there's a few different memories. One of the weirdest ones is someone remembers him getting like blown up with a grenade or something.
What?
Yeah, but I can't remember what the other differences were. But there was a few different versions of his death. Wait a minute. Cupie says there's more than 3 time zones. What did I miss?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's 4 time zones in the US. Well, and
What?
then, yeah.
Fucking A.
What, you thought there were 3?
Yeah.
Because there's Pacific time zone, which is where California, then there's Mountain. Then there's
There was
Central and
yeah, there
Eastern.
there was no mountain for me.
Hmm. There was always four for me, but like James Johnson was saying, it's like he's in one time zone part of the year and another time zone another part of the year. That's weird. Yeah, I always remember four. It's always been four for me, but I mean, hey, there was an extra state right here too for me on top of California right here. And then there was Columbia right
Weird.
there.
Did you have that little hangy offy in Mexico on the far left? Because I never had that.
Yeah. And that was a part of California from what I remember.
Yeah.
Like California went down into here. You can see now it's kind of just like Mexico goes up further. Yeah, like Mexico, like Nevada and everything, or whatever. Yeah, no, that's Nevada. What is this? It's Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. Okay. Yeah, Arizona went across more here. Like went across more like this. Like Mexico didn't dip up into the US like that,
Yeah, I don't really remember that either.
but it went more across. And then part of this arm belonged to California, and then part of it was Mexico.
I didn't even have that little arm thing. That's very odd.
It wasn't as big. Like the Gulf in the in between was not as big, and it didn't come up as far. I don't know.
You know, the Gulf of Mexico now looks way different to me.
It's tiny.
It's
It used to
wider.
be. You think it's wider?
Yeah.
For me, it's like more closed in and constricted. It used to be bigger. And
Hmm.
Cuba was not this close in.
No.
It was like over this way somewhere. Yeah, like see how it's like all curled in, like in Mexico curls up in there. And also, I remember like this part right here being more straight across. It's all kinds of bullshit.
Hmm.
And I remember New Zealand being like right here. And then Australia was like down here. It was like way well far away from all these barrier islands.
Yeah. What about like Alaska? Do you remember it being that far up?
No, it was not. That's way too far up.
It was
It
like
was
for
not
me, it
that
was
far
about
away.
halfway down.
Yeah, it like started like there was a little bit of land in between, but it like started like right here. It
Yeah.
was not that far up and away. And Greenland was not that big. And
No.
Iceland was bigger. And this place, this Svalbard place, didn't even fucking exist. And all of this area, like the Netherlands, like Sweden, and all this looks different to me. England looks different, like the United Kingdom. Looks way different. And it's too close to the land, like on this part. It's just too close. And then the Mediterranean's all off. And this chunk right here was connected to Africa. There wasn't this
Yeah,
huge, like,
right?
yeah, I mean, this was all connected right here.
Yeah, it definitely was.
And there was a canal here, but there wasn't one here. I mean, it's just like all kinds of shit like that. And also, Kazakhstan was not as big as it is now.
Dude,
China
even
was way
this.
bigger. Mongolia was not its own fucking country. India was a bit bigger than this.
Yeah.
Taiwan was in a different position. I mean, Thailand, Taiwan, no, Thailand, no, I don't know. It's like there's so much bullshit. I just can't even think of it all.
I know. Like even now, whatever this map is you're looking at, like some things are looking very odd. Like the upper, I can't really see because it's too small on the phone here. But the upper right of like whatever Russia or whatever that's supposed to be, that goes out way too far to the right.
Yeah,
From
it was not. Yeah, this like whole big piece of land, whatever this is, was not there.
the greenish part, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just so weird. All of this is just so strange to me.
yeah.
I don't know.
And whatever that shit is above Canada and to the left of Greenland, that's all new. And it looks like it's filling in more.
Yeah,
Doesn't it look like it's like becoming another huge chunk of land? Like I remember like maybe a month ago it was a bunch of small islands. Now it's starting to look like its own landmass or something.
yeah.
Where's Chick been?
Chick? What do you mean?
Yeah. I haven't seen her do videos in a while.
I don't know.
She's the map gal. We should get her on one of these nights.
Who, Chick?
Yeah.
Do you know her?
Well, I had her on that one time.
Oh, did you? I've
Yeah.
never. I see. I've never talked to her before.
Huh?
Uh-uh. William. What? Did I call it? I called it Mongolia, huh? Did I say Mongolia?
I think you said Mongolia, but that's okay.
Oh well. I am from Mississippi, also. Well, sort of. I live in Mississippi, but I'm
It's
just.
like
I'm just a
mangina.
coon ass. Mangina. I'm just a coon ass, so I don't know. What do I know? I can't pronounce anything right. My parents are from Mississippi, and then I was raised in Louisiana, so I have no clue. I'm not, Digital Intel is gone from YouTube now. What happened? Did they take his channel down?
Why would they take his channel down?
I don't know. Phyllis Wheeler said I heard Mongolia when you said it. It might have been my accent. I don't know. I'm goofy. I'm sorry. Scotland was not attached to England. It was its own island. Yeah. I remember
Right?
Wales being attached to England, but nothing else. I thought Scotland and Ireland were their own islands. Is that right?
That's what I thought.
Apparently now Scotland's attached to the main landmass in Great Britain.
Weird. That's an interesting thought, Creek Mary. Creekums.
Why, what she said.
She said, wouldn't it be strange if we were going back to the original mistake where everything went wrong to do it right or stop it?
Maybe. That would be awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
Phyllis Wheeler said, I'm trying to find out. I have people looking for him. Look up his channel. Do you see his channel anymore? Oh, you got family in Hattiesburg, William Young? So you know. Oh, the you'll like this, William. I don't know if you were in here, but you know the limble ring around your eye? I was calling it a gimbal ring. But that's like a ring on a light fixture. Like on recess lighting. I don't know.
James Johnson, what does that mean? Save the cheerleader, save the world.
It sounds like a line from a movie.
I was gonna, well, I started to do a band a long time ago uh, named Save the World, Lose the Girl, and some asshole that I used to know stole it, and like they named like one of their albums that or something, and it was just like a retarded situation. Like he asked me a bunch of times if they could use it, and like they were gonna like pay me for it or whatever, and I was just like, no, I want to use it for the band that I'm gonna do or whatever, which never ended up happening, and they stole the name anyway, so I should have just taken the money.
See, me and Phyllis Wheeler are on the same vibration because she heard me say it right. Limble ring. I think I might have said gimbal ring though.
I remember you saying gimbal.
Yeah. That was like a few streams ago though.
Yeah. You got any more good shows to watch, Martha?
Oh, I've been watching this one. It's called The Innocents. Not like innocence, like you're so innocent, but like innocent ones. The Innocents.
Ah,
It's on Netflix. Of course,
interesting.
I just download it. But it's about people who are shapeshifters.
Ooh.
It's pretty good. It's like a British and I think it's like really like a Norwegian show because they talk in a foreign language sometimes, but not all the time. They use English most of the time.
Have you ever seen this one alone one is talking about, the 4400?
Yeah, I watched that. That was pretty good.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Ghost Story. I haven't seen that one. Oh,
I really want to see more of that dark show. I really hope they continue that.
yeah. Did you watch Falling Water yet?
No, did you bring that up before? I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Cool.
It's about this girl that like can travel around in a dream state. It's really cool.
Neat.
Creek Mary said, I think I've got an eye ring. We've been watching old TV and people in old commercials don't have them. Hmm.
Come on, man.
Man, what?
Oops. Yeah,
Ooh.
bugs.
Creek Mary said there's an old movie with Deborah Kerr called The Innocents, a governess of children possessed by dead lovers.
Weird.
There was one, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was about people who would when they died, they would bind their bodies up and do a ritual over their bodies, and then they were able to calculate where they would be reincarnated, and people would go and wake that person up and pull their consciousness back out into the new body. So say you're reincarnated and somebody comes and they do these trigger words with you, then you can all of a sudden your old consciousness wakes up in the new body.
Oh.
And I can't, it had a little girl in it and an older guy, and the little girl was vicious. And I can't remember the name of that show.
Hmm.
It was good though. They only did one season of it.
It sounds interesting.
It was really good.
I'm sure that really happens too.
Yeah. That's probably why they didn't have another season. It starts off with this man who was a murderer or something. He wakes up in a little girl's body.
Hmm.
And he takes over, and he's doing all these things and trying to, I don't know. And then there's some part of town where this guy's building these frequency devices, and he gets murdered over it. I don't know. It was a good show.
You know what was actually pretty good? That Journeyman.
Journeyman. I didn't watch that.
It was pretty decent.
Oh, it's almost 2 in the morning. Does that mean it's almost 3 for you?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have any gifts yet.
Were you looking at the chat?
Yeah.
Did you see what William just said?
No, I didn't get there yet. Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, William Young, that's how you probably know you are one. That's how
Yeah.
you know when you don't think you are. We're definitely the chosen somehow. We're definitely like the elect. So I'd rather be able to see this than not see it, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a sheep. I know it would be more comfortable, but I can't quit yawning. Oh, I think I'm gonna go. I gotta go to bed. I gotta work a double tomorrow.
Yeah, that's rough.
At least I don't have to be there till 10.
That's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
How many hours do you get of sleep a night? Like, do you get enough or?
I mean, some nights it just depends. I mean, if I have about 4 or 5, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with about 11 or 12.
11 or 12. I wish I can't sleep. See, I can't sleep that long. My eyes will just pop open. Oh, what's wrong,
Oh,
girl?
puppy.
Penny, Penny, you okay? Her hip must be hurting. She's old.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get going.
Okie dokie. Thanks again for saying the prayers for Kikis.
Ow, little sweet.
Sweet baby.
I hope she starts feeling a little better, or is at least a little more comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I might. I mean, we'll discuss tomorrow, but depending on what happens tomorrow, I might not be up for streaming, but we'll see. I might need to just to get my mind off it too.
Yeah. Do you think have y'all considered? Are y'all considering putting her down?
Yeah, it's pretty much gonna happen.
Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah.
Take my advice and do not be in the room.
Uh, I think we have to. We don't want to. We did that last time, and even though it's very hard, we don't want her to be alone.
Yeah. Try to get him to give her like some Valium or something first if you can.
Yeah.
We put a dog to sleep when I was a kid. I had this long haired Chihuahua. She was a standard Chihuahua and she had long hair. So she was bigger than a normal Chihuahua. And I mean, I had that dog from the age of 4 to 14. No, I
No.
found her. She had been hit by a car. I nursed her back to health. I loved that dog so
Oh,
much. Her name was Sugar. And she started hemorrhaging. And they convinced us to put her down. And when they put the needle in, she screamed,
oh my god.
almost passed out. It was horrifying.
That's the worst.
I wish I had not been in there. So anytime somebody's having an animal put down, I'm like, don't be in the room because you just never know.
Oh my god. It's fucking terrible.
I know it's horrible. I'd never heard a dog make that noise before, before or since.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, have a good day at work and a lovely sleep tonight.
All right, and stay strong. I'll be praying for you tomorrow.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
Night. Night, chat.
Good night. Good night, chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye.